Hi, Romina. So good to see you.
Hi, Allison. Thank you for having me on this.
Oh, thank you so much for doing this. So why don't you start by sharing a little bit with everyone, sort of, what your current position is and where you are living.
Well, right now I'm living in Rome, Italy. I work for a company called ADR Center in their international projects division, and I'm the international projects and legal consultant for them.
So cool. So how did you find this position? Sort of what was your path to moving to Rome?
Well, it happened suddenly, like everything. It came out of the blue. All throughout law school, I had really wanted to get into ADR, mediation or arbitration. I did the biz boot in Hong Kong. I loved it, but you'd go to these events and everyone would be very much older, had been practicing for years, and their advice was go work at a law firm, and in 20 years you can get into ADR. So, a little bit discouraged. I graduated. I didn't have a job. I took the bar. And I was trying to figure out what to do when the Dean of Career Services actually sent me this notice that ADR Center was looking for someone.
And Romina,
And
sorry to interrupt you. Where did you go to
yeah,
law school? Where was this?
I went to Cardozo, Benjamin and Cardozo in New York. So yeah, she let me know about this, and I applied, and they asked me to come, and I came, and it went well, so I stayed, and I've been here a year now.
So cool. So there are many folks on this blog who have gotten similar advice that in law school they got interested in ADR, they met a bunch of individuals who might be practicing in this field, but were told you should go work at a law firm, don't expect to work in ADR right out of law school. What motivated you to still pursue that dream and not take their advice?
It was, it really was, yeah, my parents supporting me, and the dean of Cardo, the Career Center Services dean, really pushed me because I honestly wasn't sure about it, and I wasn't even going to apply. But my mom's like, "No, this is what you want to do. Just try and see what happens." And I did, and I got an email saying, "Okay, you have it. Can you come next week?" So I, I went the next week. Yeah.
Well, and so what does it mean to you to be working in the field now, a year and a half after you graduated from law school, doing it? What is that like?
I love it. It's definitely not the career path I thought I would take, but I'm very happy with what I'm doing, and I'm doing something different. I'm not doing the typical law firm or in-house or legal services, if you will. It's something, I work on international projects, doing capacity building and ADR in lots of different countries, but I love it. It's really interesting, and I think what I do is really cool, and I'm really lucky.
Right on. And you were just in Kabul, you were saying, tell us a little bit about what you were doing there, if you can.
Yeah. Yes. No. Definitely. Yes. I was in Kabul. I was there for 3 weeks. It was my third visit. We all have a project there. It's establishing the Afghanistan Center for Dispute Resolution. So we are establishing a center for commercial mediation. In the future, hopefully also commercial arbitration. It's the first center of its kind in Afghanistan. And we've been doing everything from A to Z, including the physical, contracting the physical building of the space, hiring the staff, writing the rules, writing the charter for this organization, training the mediators, the case managers. So yeah, it's really interesting. culturally, we've been learning a lot, and we've had to be flexible. We can't just go in and say this is mediation and this is how we do it in the States and in Europe, and it's the only way to do it, because then it won't work. And so, it's a little give and take. Okay, this is what traditional dispute resolution is like in Afghanistan, and they have councils, community councils with elders, respected elders who help negotiate decisions. So we're trying to make a mediation that will be accepted both in Afghanistan and internationally, because we also hope to attract international businesses to use the center. So, for example, in Afghanistan, they like more evaluative mediation. So, where the mediator gives proposals, they want that. They are not big fans of facilitative mediation like we tend to use in the States and in Europe. So, it's doing both. We write the rules. Okay, then the case managers go, this might not work in Afghanistan, and we have to revise. And I was just there, the center is starting to get up and running. The case managers are seeing parties. When I was there, we were talking to the parties together, hearing the disputes, the topics of the disputes, and trying to see if we could get them to do mediation or something along those lines. So it's really great. It's a really interesting experience. I never thought I would be going to Afghanistan. I'm sure my parents wish I were going somewhere else, but
it's so cool. It's so amazing. So the answer to this next question might seem obvious, but I would love to hear you talk a little bit about what it's like doing more systems design and administration and training instead of mediating full time. Because one of the things that I hear from folks is that, sure, we are all saying that we're in the dispute resolution field, but we are not mediating full time. We are not private mediators working with one of the major organizations. So can you talk a little bit about, are you disappointed by that, or actually pleased about that? Just sort of what your reaction would be.
No, I'm not disappointed. It's different than what I imagined. Like I said earlier, I'd be doing. I'm not mediating or seeing clients. My clients are organizations who pay us to do these projects. But at the same time, when we go in and when I'm there, I'm the one answering all the questions about mediation, about case management, about the legal services, and how it all works. So it's not mediating per se, but it's definitely using these skills that you learn in mediation and trying to impart them or help another country and other people do these things. So I am very happy with doing this project management, administration, mediation, and ADR, I guess, capacity building. I think it gives you variety.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I remember one of my first jobs, I was a manager and I was training mediators and I was asking them to do things a different way. I just felt like I was helping shape the field, and it felt amazing, even though I wasn't mediating full time, and it still does. So I guess my reaction is sort of similar, but I was curious of what you were thinking. So
it's good.
So Romina, I guess the last question would be, if someone watching this is thinking about starting their career, their professional career in dispute resolution, they're in law school or they've recently graduated from an ADR program, what advice would you give them?
Well, when they're in law school, I say get involved in all these clinics and practicums. Do the Vismut if you have the opportunity, or the other mediation, arbitration, moot court competitions. I just think they're a great experience, and you really get to see what what it's like. And then, I mean, don't be afraid to take the non-traditional path. Out of all my friends, the only one who's not in a law firm or clerking or in a company doing in-house work. And I think it's really rewarding. I just take that chance, and I needed that little push from someone, and I did it, and I'm happy. So just do it is what I would say. Like, go out there and don't be afraid, because it will work out, I think.
I think those are great words of inspiration, and just sharing your story, Romina. It's fabulous. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me and share your story with everyone.
And thank you so much for featuring me on your blog. Really
Absolutely. Thank you, Romina.